Hello everyone! It's finally time to resume my trip to Chile, or how Americans would say Chile, and to give you some informations about my trip and my adventures, except the impressions which you already have seen. It's almost 2 years ago that I've been to Chile, although it just feels like 1 year, probably due to the lost year of Corona 2020. But yeah, the experiences and the memories are still so clear in my mind, so I would like to talk about that now. In this video I want to give you some information about the costs of living, about the budget, about beautiful places, the sights, and obviously to give you a little conclusion about the whole trip to Chile in general, and maybe some recommendations, obviously regarding to my own opinion. I mean, everybody has a different taste, so let's see if I match yours. Okay, point number one is the money or the budget or the costs of living. I went to Chile with the knowledge of a budget which I had when I went to Peru, when I went to Bolivia, so I was, let's say, used to cheap budget. Prices were easily affordable for me, but I definitely underestimated the costs of living in Chile, and my budget wasn't at all on point for this 4 weeks which I had then spent there in Chile, and that was pretty tricky because and it was difficult because I had to change my style of traveling when I noticed it's much more expensive than I expected. So the costs of living in Chile in general are pretty similar to Europe, and not similar at all to the other Latin American countries, but especially Patagonia was pretty expensive, as well it was pretty touristic, so I guess here the Chilean people felt, here we can offer some higher prices, so if you plan a trip to Patagonia, be aware of some higher prices, even in comparison to Santiago de Chile or other Chilean cities. If you want to save some money at one point, maybe not go to a restaurant every day. There are some good other recommendations I can give you. As you have seen in the video of Santiago, for example, there are some marketplaces where you can buy cheap food. You can just buy fruits, vegetables, and prepare the food by your own, or as well there are like little restaurants inside which as well offer pretty low prices. For example, El Mercado Tirso de Molina in Santiago de Chile is really recommendable. Point number two, the sightseeing, the beautiful locations. Here obviously we have Santiago de Chile as a beautiful city, the capital of Chile, and here you have a lot of possibilities to see. First of all, I would like to mention La Plaza de Armas, the main square of Santiago de Chile, really beautiful. You can find those squares in almost all the cities in South America, not just in Chile, and well, it's the main square of Santiago. You can see people dancing, as you have seen as well in my video, so it's a really beautiful place. And if you want to enjoy the view, the perspective on Santiago de Chile itself, then I can recommend you El Cerro San Cristobal. That's the little hill in the city center of Santiago. You can go up with the teleférico, or even use the funicular. There are two different ways, or you can as well walk by foot. There are different possibilities, and the view is simply awesome as well. You have seen it in the video of my impressions, and such a view is simply unique. Then you haven't seen it in my videos, because previously I was speaking in German, so I didn't upload this video yet, yeah. But Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar is a really quiet and beautiful city. There are not too many attractions, but for example, you can see a moai. Moai are those stone sculptures which are standing on Easter Island. There's a little museum, you can see such a sculpture, or just enjoy the beautiful beach, as Viña del Mar is located next to Valparaíso, directly at the sea. During the summertime, it's just perfect. Obviously, Valparaíso itself, the artistic city, many people have seen it already, with its colorful streets, buildings and so on. That's really impressive. They have a little harbor, not too many beaches, so the rest is not really over impressive here, but when you move up the hills, then you can really enjoy this view on Valparaíso itself, but as well enjoy this colorful streets. And obviously I would like to mention Easter Island. It's simply a beautiful place in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's surrounded by these big stone sculptures called moai. You have two big volcanoes, and Easter Island itself counts as a part of Chile, but I would consider it more as a Polynesia culture, because of the culture itself. It's pretty similar to that what I've seen in New Zealand, and to be honest, pretty far away from this Chilean culture, except that they speak Spanish. I guess they don't have too much in common, but it doesn't matter. Easter Island is a wonderful place. The culture is great, and it's definitely worth it to visit this island. Okay, let's come to an end and find a conclusion for my trip to Chile. Chile is a beautiful country, and it has a lot of diversity. If you go to the north, you have the desert regions around Iquique, Atacama Desert. If you go further down, or through the whole country, you have the Andes. And even at the very end in the south, you have Patagonia with huge mountains, snow. So it's like you can see everything when you're going to Chile, and that's definitely a big advantage. Another point is you have to be aware of the higher costs of living when you're traveling to Chile. I wouldn't recommend it to low-budget backpackers. There are definitely some other countries which might be a bit more suitable, like Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador. But in any case, if you can afford it, I would definitely recommend a visit to Chile. And to conclude everything, Easter Island. Yeah, so Easter Island was my personal highlight, and I can really recommend it to everybody because it was a unique experience. It's a unique place, and I would really love to visit it in the future again. I hope you liked this little conclusion, this little resume about my trip to Chile. I hope I could help you for your future plans. I hope it will be possible to travel as we were used to it in the future again. Just leave some thumbs up, maybe subscribe, and see you next time.